So, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another video. And today we're going to do part 3 of the 3-issue limited series of Mr. Crypt and Friends Family Reunion by Alterna Comics. And be careful with spoilers if you didn't watch the previous 2 videos, if you did. And if not, don't worry too much about it, because these types of these two, at least the second 2 issues in this miniseries, are quite self-centered stories, so you basically don't want to miss a lot, or you can basically read them as separate issues, and maybe or maybe not they will give you a better picture of the characters and others, but if not, it is recommend that you read the second and the third issue first, if you want to know the whole thing. That's why I'm making this series of videos, basically. I don't care if I garble or not, however it's called, because at least I don't take any illegal substances, etc. So the only substance I drink is tea, caffeine-free coffee. That's not really coffee, and things like coffee. So and an occasional whiskey, and that's about it. But we're drifting off topic here. So to give you how the video goes, we're going to do we basically already did the synopsis, etc. Who the writers are and the artists are, who the publisher is, and the editor-in-chief. So I'm not going over all of that. We're basically going to discuss, do a short recap. Then we go to the breakdown. Then we are going to the good, bad, and the ugly. And after that, we're going to give the final verdict on issue 3, and the rest of the storyline. So I'm going to drink a sip of tea first, with fresh ginger and lemon juice. And now we're going to the recap. In the first issue, Mr. Crypt and Baron Rat come across Bigfoot, who's visibly upset, and turns out that an II has been that's kind of a primate, nocturnal as well, who's native to Madagascar, who has been stolen by the villain, by the main villain called Mr. Crescent, to be eaten at a feast. So they sabotage it. The blimp explodes, and but he managed to survive. Then they were going to issue 2, where the female character, Miss Chris, something in that, Christine or something in that trend. I completely forgot her name. Basically got introduced to her Mr. Crypt's mother, and the rest as well. Turns out that Mr. Crescent has survived and came along with a tank, and but Baron, from the Great War, Baron Rat finds another tank in an abandoned shelter, and basically refurbished it, and put his own logo on it, and they went to war, and Mr. Crescent got arrested, and taken into custody, taken to the authorities, so to the local authorities, and that's why we're here now. It's here's a little ad of Robin. I suddenly figure out if that's good or not. The striped bananas. So, but it's created by and written by Troy Fevasis, and art by Alexander Jovic, and edited by Peter Smeti from Alterna Comics. And what we see here is the aftermath of issue 2, where Mr. Crescent is taken into custody by police car, and he's a cop is behind the wheel talking to the guy, and he tells him that he will be arriving at Fancy Town prison soon enough. He'll certainly not be escaping from there, and Mr. Crescent, aka Dick Dastardly. He reminds me of the guy from Wacky Races and the guy and that old 60s or 70s cartoon with where they have to stop a pigeon from getting to the other side of the war. And some of his flunkies are hiding behind the trees. One of them shoots a crossbow, flattens the tire, and the police car basically crashes down, and he's out. Mr. Crescent is out there. Excellent. And he asks him if the car's ready. One of his goons says yes sir, and they drive. And tells them to the Great Seer soon. Who the Great Seer is? He lives in a scary house on a hill, and he's kind of being an occult kind of figure. And they greet each other. They seem to be familiar with each other. Hello, Mr. Crescent. Greetings, Great Seer. I trust that you have what I want. Yes, I've it all prepared for you. And basically what this guy is kind of a pagan / shaman kind of guy. He has a pot with him, and it contains a portal to or jar. It contains a portal to the underworld, and will summon the father of Mr. Crypt. And he tells him that basically what he's going to do, he's going to use the father of Mr. Crypt as bait. He tells him that he will be trapped there for all eternity. And as expected and not, what isn't needed at all. But I digress. So a few days later, the lady and Mr. Crypt and Bigfoot and Barmrat are they're knocking on basically thanks to fisting, and tell them that she brought cards for them to play, and Mr. Crypt never played cards, but Barmrat did, and someone's knocking on the door. He opens, and the postman delivers a letter to them, and turns out his father is found, and but Bigfoot finds it suspicious because he never sends the spirit in the force. But Mr. Crypt can't believe he's still out there, and tells him to find him, and they all go, and they all decide to go. So there. So it's banned on the run, and there we go. And here's an ad for a webcomic. That's an ongoing series about a bad-tempered and biased bounty hunter of the same name. Join us as we chronicle Tesla's thrilling journey, filled with action-packed adventure, helpful moments, and a colorful cast of characters. I'm curious at the one hand, at the other hand. Maybe I'll check it out later, maybe not. So another ad, 2 ads. I don't get why, but meanwhile, Mr. Crescent made a circle with the help of his with the help of his goons. Put a bunch of candles in there, and he opens the portal. And plans to use Mr. Crypt's father as bait. And his spirit gets released from the jar. And he tells him that. And meanwhile, the dream team is getting closer, and Bigfoot doesn't like it at all. It's Christian. I can't forget her name. I need to learn how to spell her name. She agrees that's getting suspicious, and there Mr. Crypt finds his father. Son. And he can't believe after all these years they're finally reunited. He asks him where his mother is. Where's her mother is, and she is at the house. His best friend Barnrat gave the shiny new coat paint, and also found his mother. And I find it strange that he's the one telling him to. The only thing I find strange that Mr. Crypt is one telling him that makes him very happy, son, but shouldn't be the father saying this. And turns out he's trapped inside the circle, and inside the magic circle, and he can't move. So yeah, and yeah, turns out security failed to do its job, and yeah, Mr. Crypt's father asks, "What have you done to my son?" "You, my dear, ghosts were just a bait to trap that walking pile of bones over there. Now it's time to open the portal." So Mr. Crescent opens the portal, and a bunch of ads again. Just when it was getting interesting, but okay. Here is, and he gets sucked into it. But Bigfoot got him, tries to pull him out, and yeah, Mr. Crescent tells him that's true. You won't be able to hold him forever. Tells him, so yeah, he pulls with all his might. The rest, Miss Christine, the Baron Rat, they give him, they give Bigfoot a little hand, and Mr. Crypt tells him to save himself, and she tells him that not a chance, and yeah, Baron Rat is kind of sad. Mr. Crypt is, it's alright, buddy, don't worry about me, get on out of here. And he thought Bigfoot can't hold on any longer, and it turns out he's screwed, or not, but he's about to be sucked in at the last moment, and that's the moment that Baron Rat snaps, and he goes at he runs towards Mr. Crescent, and he basically kicks him straight into the portal, and yeah, turns out Mr. Crescent is getting sucked into hell, sucked all the way to hell. So yeah, he's been pulled down the portal, and that's downcast. The end of it, and yeah, Mr. Crypt turns out to be alright, so a happy ending, and Baron Rat is once again the hero of the story, and Mr. Cranston will be causing any more trouble, and yeah, his father is glad that Mr. Crypt is safe as well, and so is he, and here they go, and they basically after being allowed to seeing each other again, they Mr. Crypt invites him to live with them, and yeah, the father agrees, and with that, the day saved. Mr. Crescent is being sucked into hell and paid for the crimes he committed, leaving his heart behind, and one rat is walking away with his friends. Along with his friends, he walks away in the sunset, and that's about it. And they come home, and a sweet family reunion happens, and it's indeed a momentous occasion. And with this, that's the end of this miniseries, Crypt and Friends. So yeah, we're going back to the family reunion. Once again, art and writing pretty consistent. It's not as good. It's not as good as the previous one. It felt a little bit rushed in certain areas, but at the same time, it's not really needed. Still a good, consistent read. Not as good as the second one. The second one remains the best. And yeah, art writing is in balance once again. With one exception, was that panel what was kind of weird, where it was I don't know if it was the father talking to Mr. Crypt. I think I can show it to you when he's here. It's this panel that kind of confused me. Is his father talking to Mr. Crypt through Mr. Crypt, or is Mr. Crypt saying this to his father? It's kind of confusing. This is the only panel that kind of confused me. It's something that should have been cut in the early editing process by either the writer or the artist or Peter Sammet himself. But that's yeah, a really minor detail. The rest is yeah, it's pretty much consistent compared to the second one. Not as good as the second one, but it remains consistent. The art is, yeah, what you kind of expect from it. Writing wise, yeah, it's that close to being 8, but I can't help to think that the second one is better. And as a whole series, I think yeah, you won't miss a lot. You won't miss anything if you skip the first one. I think it should have been a 2 issue limited series, to be honest, instead of 3. But yeah, you could easily skip one and you won't miss a lot. You could, if you want to start reading at issue 2, go down to issue 3. And yeah, that's about it. So the final verdict is, it's okay. It's not, it doesn't blow you out, straight out of the water like the second one, but it remains consistent. Like I said, I repeat myself multiple times again. So yeah, I think this is a 75 out of the 100. And yeah, I think this, as a mini series, I think this yeah, it's about I think it's about an yeah, as a whole, I think it's a 75 out of 100. It's not the best that yeah, Altern has to offer, but it's also not the worst, and it's for all ages. But yeah, it should have been a 2-issue limited series instead of 3, and that's about it. So if you'd like to see more videos like this, leave a like, subscribe if you want to, and leave thoughts down in the comments below. And yeah, I'm going to give you a little hint what kind of story I'll be reading next. It's going to be a physical review again. It's going to be a tale from the past called Star Wars: Tales of the Jedi, a Jedi's Weapon, that takes place during the events of Attack of the Clones. And yeah, after that we're going to do Lost Between Worlds, and yeah, do a spoiler-free review of yeah, Sacrament, things like that. And yeah, the good news is Jaguar Warrior issue 1 is available on the Global Comics and the JaguarWarrior.com as a vertical scrolling and traditional webcomic. And the second issue has just been the final page has been completed, and we're now working on the cover. So expect to see the release date soon. In the meantime, you can go to yeah, the Global Comics or Gumroad and grab yourself a digital edition or a physical one, and figure out for yourself whether you like it or not. And I'll be going because I have an appointment. So see you guys next time. So 75 of 100, and adios. Matane.